Well, baby's first steps. I came out, I thought, well, I'll just check them before I go home just to see if anybody's doing anything. And yeah, he just hit the ground, and mom's just getting him, doesn't even have him completely cleaned up. And he's already up trying to nurse. That's a good strong calf. Nice. Nice. I'm really surprised with 24 standing there that mama, yeah. I'm surprised 20 allowed them two to stay there that long. So yeah, I don't think we'll sleep in. We still got a couple left to go, so that's number 7 out of this group. So there's 2 left, and yeah, and then we have a little break, and then in a couple of weeks we have another group of 5 or 6 starting at the end of the month. And so, get out of there. You're right in the shot. Mom's in sick bay. Seems she come down with a little mastitis. But look at them twins. 5 days old?
Born on the 25th.
Born on the 25th, and today's the 3rd?
Today's the 4th.
Today's the 4th. And they are just going to town on that grass. That is amazing. Oh boy. So a couple guys, Brad Larson, Larson Valley Farms, Ted Collar out in South Dakota, they both have said they've had tremendous luck with feeding in the evening. So a few days ago, or I don't know, a week ago, whatever, we switched from feeding multiple days at one time to a nightly feeding. So there's just, they just got a partial bale to clean up, and they've grazed where the bales were fed pretty darn good. So then we bring out tonight's feeding, and almost instantly it switched to evening calving. That is the craziest thing. I mean, that fast. Snap construction. We got Big 11 with her beautiful little guy, and the twins. There's 20. That's a slick little calf. You should see 39's heifer. There's Big 39. Her heifer has the biggest Bambi eyes, and just like a cartoon drawing. But Red 19 there, she's the one with the twins. We just had to have her treated for mastitis, believe it or not. So Karen's been feeding with a bottle, the one twin with a bottle, to help supplement mom's lack of milk. But look at that. She is absolutely just destroying on hay already at 10 days old. Legitimately eating hay. And then you got Shrek on the backside. Look at, I didn't ignore you 3. Look at Shrek. As big as that guy come out, in 2 months he'll be jumping cows. There's 39's calf right there. Look at them big doe eyes. Just a beautiful, beautiful heifer. Oh man. Oh, that's Repeat, because she's got the blotch on her head, and there's Pete. Yeah, mom's doing good. Still a little loose from the medication. And then look at, I'm recording Karen recording me. Oh my gosh, I don't even know didn't even know her phone had a camera. Brand new, just minutes old. Ma she was laying on this slope, and of course, high centered a little over. She probably could have got herself up, but she had that front foot in the air, kind of high six, and she wasn't having luck get up. So I dropped the forks into the snow and just kind of gave just a little lift. I barely touched her with the fork, and she got herself up. So we're gonna work on ab crunches here. The funny part is these cows, this hay on paper, these cows should be losing body condition, but I guess that's where I'll ask, is it possible? I mean, the genetics of these cows is top of the line. I'm not saying that to be boastful or anything, but the original cows came from a genetic farm north of here, and the original bull juggernaut came from another genetic farm not too far from the first one. And so the original cows of our herd, and a lot of them are still here, were just, genetic beasts. And we're bringing in AI, and we're picking, you're buying $50 straws and $60 straws. You're getting 6-figure bulls to create this herd. So is it possible that, I mean, look at her just sitting there. I mean, the meat, most of these heifers are 1,500. There's a couple of them, when them went through the chute there, that 1,500, 12 right there. Her and her siblings were 1,700 pound heifers, and look at the condition. 1,700 pound, 1,500 pound, feeding grass that on paper a dairy cow would reject as bedding. And boom, beautiful. And so we are done. That's the last calf of this group. So we lost 2 calves out of this group, but we had a set of twins. So we got 8 out of 9 calves. That's all right. A little spunky there. Them two don't get along at all. Little spunky calf, he keeps running in front of 10 there, and then she has to knock him away. But yeah, so that's the end of calving for right now. In a couple weeks we'll start over again, and yeah. So we'll finish off this video with just some calves running around from the last couple days. Very first step, wobble. Hang in there, buddy. 18's the daughter of 6, so she came over to check stuff out. Well, another blast of snow. They said we're supposed to get a couple inches, and if we got less than a foot, I'd be surprised. I put the loader in float, roll the bucket somewhat back a little bit so I'm not scooping snow. I'm almost grooming the snow over their cow path, and it just kind of helps keep that cow path open up to the waterer, and then we'll dig out the water up there. So far everybody's doing really good. I am not doing good. I am not getting the snowmobiling that I need to be getting done. And today I got to dig this out. Then of course 3 neighbors we got to dig out, and then drive to town and dig ourselves out. And then I got to get ready for my presentation. I got to double down on my presentation, make sure everything's good there for tomorrow in Iowa, or Tuesday in Iowa. We got a lot of snow. Well, this ain't so bad up here, actually. Not bad at all. Well, we got 13.5 inches of snow, and I'm grooming the path for the cows again, and that works pretty darn good. And when I get up here, I'll dig out the waterer again, and we'll take a peek and see how the cows are doing when we get back to that end. Believe it or not, somewhere right here is a lick tub, a couple lick tubs, and somewhere right over here is a mineral feeder. Never thought I'd have to GPS coordinate our mineral feeder and lick tub. We cleaned the concrete the other day, and we had a spell of some warm weather. Well, then since that's exposed, all your water seeped out under the snow, so we bedded up here so the cows ain't slipping and falling. But yeah, look at that snow, 13 inches of snow. The wife says I should ride the snowmobile to Iowa for the lecture tomorrow I'm doing, or the comedy tour I'm doing tomorrow. But that's a great idea, but oof, that's something you should have planned out yesterday. 13 inches of snow, and I have it with sun the next day, and I can't ride. What the frick? Holy cow. Well, these two just came up and butted right in the way. I tapped one on the butt with the bottom of the bucket, and she jumped out, and I went to drive in, and she turned around, rodeo hopped, and snorted right back up there. So I guess we're waiting till they get done, apparently. Well, that works pretty all right. We've been doing this all winter, grooming their cow path, and that way they don't have to trudge through deep snow, and it keeps packing it down, but it drifts in very little because you're not making the super big berms. That works pretty good. You can see the snowbank. You got 4 feet of snowbank there. We're close. We're about 100 inches for the year for snow. All right, ladies, let's go. Well, everyone's looking good so far. Got the twins, Pete and Repeat there. Repeat's with the speckle on his head, her head, and Karen's been bringing a bottle out a couple times a day, seeing if she'll nurse, because Mom went through mastitis treatment. That front right quarter was bad, and hey, Seven. Oh, big Seven. If you aren't just a prize to be held. Look at that beautiful cow. Oh, that's a heifer. That's a heifer. First guy to show up with a trailer in $3 grand. There you go. So we opened up maternity pen, and now the calves coming in play. Oh, who's nursing? Is that 6? We've been nervous about 6. Oh, that's old 39. Where's 6? Is Shrek to your right? Big Shrek. Oh, there's Spunky right in front of me. Oh, little Spunky. There's Shrek, the genetic anomaly. How you doing, buddy? Ooh. They're wide. How old is he? Yeah. Couple weeks. Born on the 24th. Look at that mass already. He fell out. 2 months old, he'll start jumping cows. I mean, look at his shoulders, are already quite a bit bigger than my hand. Well, there's 9 inches from pinky to thumb, and he's a foot wide already, shoulder to shoulder. Here's last year's calf. He's just a little genetic anomaly, is what the geneticist said. He just don't get calves like that very often. Just a beast. There's the last one, number 6. That's a tall He's a franchise. Pay dirt.
Correct?
Yeah.
That's a franchise. 'Cause
He's
it's
a
tail.
he's a franchise bull.
And this is a boulder. Spunky's a boulder.
Spunky's a boulder. Boulder's supposed to be an easy calving, and what a sweetheart. If all the boulder calves turn out like him, we're gonna stick with boulder. But he should have been a franchise or
Six is a
right.
pay dirt.
Pay dirt. He's a little thin. He's a little thin, but he's got a good frame on him. He's so tall. Yeah. Mom's letting him nurse, but they he's doing obviously he's alive, so they got it figured out, but I'd like to see him nurse more so he gets a little fatter. But I guess that's for them to decide. Oh, Big 10. Oh, 10 is Shrek's mama.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Shrek's mom. What a beauty. She pushed that small human out of her. Jeez. So, yeah, everybody's doing good. We got a couple weeks before the next 3 calve. After 13 inches of snow. Yeah. Spunky's a normal calf. Spunky's a normal sized calf, and Shrek is to the left there. It's just amazing. Just simply amazing. After the 13 inches of snow, this was all just drifted in with snow. So we brought out 6 bales for him to chew on and start bedding on top of the snow, and you can feel it underneath you. We'll probably, by the time there's going to be ice under here in July, I guarantee that. Well, there's no ice under here to begin with, but yeah, if all the snow ever melts out of this manure pack, it'd probably lose a foot of elevation. But no, everybody's doing good. 8 out of 9 calves. Lost 2, had a set of twins. Yeah, all right, that's enough rambling.